Hello, track and field friends. I am the USATF Racewalk Chair for the Pacific Northwest Association, here to tell you about a major event happening in our neighboring association of Oregon. The World Track and Field Championships is coming to Eugene, Oregon, the first time we've had a World Champs in the US, and it's happening in the next couple weeks. If you're a big fan of track and field, then you've known about this for quite some time. Maybe you even have tickets for some of the stadium events. But I'm here to tell you about some free events that you can come out to Eugene and check out. Alright, here's your free event information for the World Athletics Championships. First up on day one, which is Friday, the 15th of July, we have the men's and women's 20-kilometer race walks. The women's will go off at 1:10 p.m., with the men to follow at 3:10 p.m. It's expected to be quite warm with an expected high of 84 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 29 degrees Celsius for the rest of the world. So bring your sunscreen and a good hat. The course is a 1-kilometer loop next to Autzen Stadium on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. So that's a straight 500 meters end to end. And if you stick around for the end of this presentation, I'll give you an in-person look at what the course looks like. On Sunday, the 17th of July, at 6:15 a.m. is the men's marathon, which is expected to end a little after 8:15 a.m. The marathon course is quite a bit longer. It's 3 loops of 14 kilometers, and then the 195 meters to get the extra to make it a full marathon. It also will start and end on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard near Autzen Stadium. So the women's marathon is on Monday, the 18th of July at 6:15 a.m. and that should wrap up around 8:40 a.m. You can find a link to this map in the description below this video or on the Eugene 2022 World Athletics event website under Road Events Information. And if you can't make the first weekend, then there's more racewalk action happening to close out the meet. The women's 35K racewalk goes off on Friday, July 22nd at 6:15 a.m. with expected finishes before 9 a.m. July 24th, Sunday at 6:15 a.m. with the men's 35K racewalk expected to finish around 8:45 a.m. This will be a really exciting opportunity because this is the first time we've had 35K racewalks at World Champs. In the last edition of World Champs in 2019, we had the 50K racewalks. So it's expected to be some fast times with some good competition, and I hope you guys will come out to that. Now, where this is in relation to Hayward Field. If we go and zoom in, we have Hayward Field here, right next to the University of Oregon. About 1.5 miles to the north, just past Alton Baker Park, is Autzen Stadium, and north of that is Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, which is where the racewalks are happening and where the marathon will start and stop. The distance is 1.5 miles of walking or 2.4 kilometers. If you go across here, now keep in mind there may be some road closures during the marathon. If you want to drive, it's about a 10-minute drive from the stadium over to Leo Harris Parkway, which is going to be the only road open because Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard is closed for the entirety of the championships. And now on to the course preview for the racewalk course. Here is the west turnaround marker. Alright, now west marker on Martin Luther King Boulevard. The race course goes that direction. There is some minor shade on the course at 6 p.m. There should be some at 6 a.m. Probably not with the afternoon races for the 20K. It's a pretty heavily trafficked road, but obviously it'll be closed for the races. The road is in decent condition. There are some cracks on it. Alright, so the start line, so we started down there, but the actual start line is right here, right across from John Serbu Youth Campus. But this is the official start line. It's right across from there. So this is also by the start area. There's a stadium up there. Down at the end of the road, we have our other turn. It's either right here. So this is our turn. That's looking west. Side note is that the turn is quite narrow. The markings for it are set at 2.7 meters across, with the walking lane at 3 meters. So it'll be about the width of these lines here. There is a slight cant to the road. It's really hard to tell in the video, but the center of the road is higher than the edges. There is shade over there. Alright, and now we're about back at the other turn. There's some shade on this side just because this tree is so massively over the road. Okay, and there's the other turn. That's facing. A final note is that on the north side of the course, where a lot of that shade is seen, is actually where the vendors are going to be set up, because there is going to be food for purchase for the fans watching the race walks. So it's going to be a pretty fun event. I hope a lot of people will come out. I know the athletes would really appreciate the cheering.